You may wonder, why did I choose end of life, death in particular? The answer to this question is simpler than you can imagine. It is because the deeds that you can provide and by your death and after death you will not be able to do something to yourself, but the product of your previous work is what will continue to provide gifts and blessings to you by order of God. The messenger of God, God bless him, said when the son of Adam dies, his deeds come to an end apart from 3 ongoing charitable acts, knowledge that people benefit from, or a righteous son who sends blessings for him. 1. Focus on how you want to die. Imagine that your life now is a road, and you are walking in it with steady steps towards an end. Take a good look on the road. Look back and forth. You will see that you are now in the middle, and the finish line is about to come. Sometimes you might think that the end of the road will come after a few minutes, but you find yourself still walking, and you will keep walking until you reach the finish line suddenly. So we do not know in fact when we die, and we do not know where we die, and we do not know how we will die, but we can at least imagine that in our minds. So let's imagine. Imagine now that you are about to reach the finish line, and you only have 1 hour until the angel of death comes to you to take your soul and end your life. What would you do in this hour? The answers will vary according to the situation of each person. There are those who will keep praying, and there are those who will accelerate to ask people for forgiveness and return their rights to them, and there are those who will contact their beloved ones to say goodbye and then worship God. And there are lots and lots of acts that could be carried out in this case, but at the end all the cases are itemized under 1 category: your relationship with God and your relationship with people. So now let's fix our relationship with God and our relationship with people until we die in peace and reassurance no matter where and no matter when. 2. Draw a big picture of your life first. In the previous step, we drew the end point. As for the starting point, it is the time and place where you are right now. Now you should paint the big picture for your whole life. First, imagine that this world is without any obstacles, and you can do whatever you want. Close your eyes and imagine yourself doing something, and take a deep look. Is what you are doing will lead you to the end point that you want or not? For example, you might see yourself as a doctor who have invented a cure for cancer and helped in the treatment of hundreds of people living with this serious disease of all countries all over the world, and became a famous doctor too, and got the Nobel Prize, and etc. until you reach the end point when you are dying for God. 3. Repeat drawing the big picture of your life more than once. At varying times, keep repeating the drawing of the big picture of your life more than once. Perhaps for the first time, you will see yourself as a doctor, and the second time, you might see yourself as a pilot, and the third time, you may see yourself as a businessman, and you may see more than one picture. But the picture that you want to be will be repeated each time, on purpose and unintentionally. You will feel so happy inside you when you imagine yourself in this particular image. Because the human mind does not differentiate between reality and imagination. Yes, my brothers and sisters, the mind considers imagination as reality, and every time you draw to yourself an image, you present it to your subconscious mind like a fact or a reality, and it is recorded in the subconscious mind every time with your reactions and what you feel. 4. Find the picture appropriate for you. It might take days, months, or even a year to choose the picture you want. How fast you choose your picture doesn't matter. What matters is that there should be intense love link between you and what you want to achieve. I advise you to meditate for half an hour a day. Take yourself to a calm place, free from disturbance. Remain alone. Hold a pen and papers. Write down everything that comes to your mind, no matter what. Know for sure that no one else will paint your life for you, and make sure you will conclude the big picture of your life automatically after several sessions contemplating and imagining your life, because the human mind has the ability to conclude. Try until you reach the appropriate image where you want to be for the rest of your life. You may take some time in these steps, no problem. Don't ever think about obstacles at this stage. You are in the phase of imagination and dreams, and make sure that God will pave the road for you. 5. Congratulate yourself for completing 50% of the success plan. I did not put this step as a sense of humor, but really congratulate yourself and treat yourself to a nice pizza or buy yourself a present. Because you have passed 50% of the success plan and you finished one of the most important steps and most influential at all, and I shall give you a practical example. Imagine that you will travel to Paris. Once you go out of your house, will you take a ride by any car and just go to wherever it may be going? Of course not. You know that your end will be in Paris. You will plan everything ahead, starting from what you will be wearing to learning about transportation, city attractions, etc. until you reach your destination. So you will go in the directions that you set for yourself in advance. By completing the previous 5 steps, you plan the road you will be walking in for the rest of your life until you die in peace for God. 6. Divide your life message into big goals. The big picture that you painted in the previous steps is your message in life, and now you need to divide it into big goals. For example, if you want to be a professional translator, you need to master your native language, in addition to another language, and mastery of a language requires to attend classes in a training center and taking notes, etc. So, you need to have the price of the training course, and to have the time, etc. 7. Arrange goals in a descending order, from the most important to the least important, and learn about what it takes to achieve each one goal. Now you have several big and different goals, and now you have to arrange all of these goals to start with the ones that you should be completing at the present moment, and so far for the rest of goals. Then start to learn about what it takes to finalize each goal with excellence. 8. Start taking your goals into action one by one, each according to its conditions. Start achieving the first goal with all of its conditions to achieve. Do not drag your heels, but go like the wind smoothly and fiercely to achieve your goal for God, and make sure that God will help you along the way. Whenever you are done with an objective, go for the next one. You can divide the big objective into small stages and finish these stages one after, and thus you will achieve your goal successfully. You can, of course, achieve more than one target at the same time, but this requires you to good planning of time and strong determination to complete what you've plotting. 9. On the way, there might be sideways. Focus on the target you want to hit, not paying attention to the road turns and temptations, and remember that before you started, you decided to go in this journey for God, so stay focused, and you will master your way, and you will know every nook and cranny of it. You might learn about shortcuts by asking experienced people of a certain subject who tried the same way before and succeeded, and beware of asking someone who has no experience and take his advice. Also, you can seek help by reading books about what you want to build a great knowledge about your goal and your way. 10. Trust God. When you have a full knowledge of what you have to do, and when you learn how to achieve what you want to do, and when you have the intention to start work, trust in God. Because God will always assist you, and you will always resort to Him. So put your trust in Him first and foremost, and make your intention of doing all the work is for God. You will not regret that. Here we have finished this subject. Do not read and leave. You can add an extra step you see relevant we haven't covered. You can also share this topic with your friends. One of them might benefit from it.